This movie was about
Lights, camera, action is going down. For my ATL movies, when we run this town with your host, T-Will, yeah, keeping it real. From the A to the screen, you can feel the thrill. Rolling with the classics, we're setting the pace. Highlighting the magic of our soulful space. Got the vibe, got the crew, making it tight. When the screen lights up, everything feels right. Grab your popcorn, let's make it loud. T-Will, T-Will. It's movie time, ATL style. Stand proud. From the silver screen to the hearts we steal. T-Will, T-Will. Every frame we capture is a real deal. Yeah. Talking premieres where the stars align. ATL views, yeah, they really shine. Behind the lens, capture.
Let me tell you something. Look it, man. I've been an Atlanta fan for 45 years.
Late night vibes, we're turning up the heat. T-Will on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T-Will, T-Will, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart, with a soul so free. My ATL sports show, it's the place to be.
Welcome, ATL fans. It's your host, T-Will, and my guy, my brother, my literal blood brother, LBB, little big brother. What up, Eric? How you doing tonight, man? All well?
Doing great. How you?
One day at a time, brother. One day at a time. Just trying to make it. You know what I mean? Just trying to make it. Today we are talking Falcons. Welcome to the Falcons Monday Night Express, or the Monday Night Falcons Express, with your host T-Will, Eric Parker, and I think Gary hopefully will be joining us at some point later. We got my guy Harold in the chat. Harold says, "What up, fam? What to do, man? All well. Hopefully everything is okay." We got DSGB Hall. What up, Eric Parker? What up, DSGB? Hopefully all is well. How was your weekend, brother?
It was pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I can dig it. Well, a lot going on. We have some new Falcons uniforms. Did you happen to catch them? Did you happen to see them?
Yeah. I mean, Falcons ain't put it out yet, so we're not 100% sure that that's the uniform, but I think about 90%. I think that's it.
90% sure?
Yeah. About 90%.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 95.
95? We can up it to 95? Okay. I can dig it. What do you think of them?
I wish they had stripes. I like all of them. I like the black and the red. The black and the white one's better. I wish the red one had stripes on the sleeve. But other than that, I like them.
Okay, we got Mactown Dirty in the chat. Mactown Dirty says, "What up, fellas? What is going on? Man? I'm excited. I'm excited about these.
Did you get a new haircut to go with the new uniforms?
Are you calling me out, Eric? Is that what we're doing now? You know, because there's a saying that says, "Am I my brother's keeper?" I don't think you're being a keeper right now, Eric. I really don't. So, to those of you guys who are wondering what
look like the Iron Sheik with the mustache.
Oh boy! When we get off this show, we gonna have a conversation. This dude right here, man, clowning me on national internet. I'm not gonna call it national TV. I'm gonna call it national internet. But you know what, guys? That's what brothers do. That's what they do. They wait until you are at your most vulnerable, and then that's what they do. So it's all good, brother Eric, brother. I'm trying to find the
I mean, did somebody make you cut it off?
No, I just messed up, man. I just messed. Sometimes it happens. Every now and then it happens, man. Hey, man, how long am I gonna have to go through this? I just want to know until it grows back. These shots are just gonna keep coming until it grows. I'm just saying. Let me know what to expect, brother.
Craig is gonna light you up. I can't wait till Craig gets here. Craig is absolutely gonna light you up. I'm not even gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna let Craig get
you. Gonna let Craig get me? I messed up, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like I just, and that was it. And that was it, man.
What were you doing? What?
Wow, this guy. This right here. I'm trying to share the Falcons uniform with you as my brother is clowning me because he's so freaking supportive, is what he is. This guy. All right, Falcon fans. Sorry about that. DSB says T will be hat fishing. Maybe I will, man. I don't know.
He's finna join the army as the sergeant.
I don't think they let you have mustache. Well, no, you can have a mustache. You can't have a beard in the army, I think. Unless you got a beard shit or something like that, from what I hear. But give me a second. We'll go ahead and share these Falcons uniforms. So, as you guys can see on the screen, you got the red. Now, the only I don't want to say complaint, but the only thing I didn't like about it was that on the red Falcon jersey, there's no black and white stripes. That's my only gripe. You know what I mean? Other than that,
that's what I was saying. I wish they had put the black and white stripes on the sleeves on that, but it kind of looks like Georgia jersey.
A little bit. And I don't know if that's what they were going, but I like the fact that they went back to the red. I like the fact that they took that ATL off. I think that was a little played. But I really like the black and white jersey because it feels like they're kind of getting back to that traditional Falcons look. And I really like it. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have Miss Carrie Baby, or 21 Carrie, or
Hey guys,
either or. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I appreciate it. I know it's been a rough week or so, maybe almost 2 now. We had the flu, and man, that's no fun. I rarely get sick, so I'm not used to being down for the count. I didn't like it.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Carrie. Yeah, I really am. And I can speak for everyone when I say we really missed you. DSB Hall says, Young Jeezy or Young T Weezy? So Carrie, I don't know if you noticed anything differently, but I had an accident with the razor and I don't have a beard now.
He thinks he's a bald bull.
My brother's been teasing me for the past 10 minutes or whatever. So apparently he's not gonna let it go until I grow the beard back. So because he's such a supportive brother is what he is.
I mean, T-Will, you should have went all in and shaved the mustache too while you were at it.
No, I should not.
Full clean.
No, I should not. No.
I'm telling you, if he's the first bald bull or the second one.
Stop it.
I was going to ask you, T-Will, when was the last time you had a fully bald head and a fully shaved face?
Oh my God.
Like the whole thing.
It's that was a bad accident. No.
You've been shaving now.
So what?
How many years have you been shaving and you still have accidents to where you cut it all off?
You know what? I just pray that if this happens to you, I'm around to see it because I'm not going to let up. So, hey, man, get whatever you got to say, Eric. Let's go. Fire at will.
What did you drop the razor on your face? How do you do that?
I did not. I think I went in too close over here, and it was just like, man, just shave it off and go back. It was bad. So,
see, I wouldn't even did that. I would have had a 10 strap before I cut it all off. So you'll never see that.
This guy. Anyway, whatever, man. Carrie, what do you think about the Falcons' new uniforms? Give me your thoughts.
I mean, if those are truly really the real new ones, because I don't think it's actually confirmed, but if it is real, I'll be happy because, I've complained about the current ones. I do not like the font. I do not like that the numbers do not have like an outline to make them pop more. And yeah, the font just for me kills it. It's not even just about the ATO, which I rather have Falcons. It's the way the words look. It's just, I don't know. They should have picked a different font for me, but I really like them. And I do like the stripes on the sleeves. It reminds me of a lot of the throwbacks. I prefer something on the sleeves just because the current ones for me are way too plain. So I like them a lot.
I do too. I really like them. I think they're sharp and spiffy. DSGB says, "Go Dogs!" Georgia Texas boy recently started his own podcast, and you know what? Does really good content, man. I was able to actually make an appearance on his show. And so if you guys get a chance to check him out, man, go to Georgia Texas Boy, go to his page on YouTube and subscribe. Just starting out, but again, very good content creator. Georgia Texas Boy, go ahead and drop your tag or drop your page link in the chat so we can get some folks to subscribe. Welcome. DSGB says, T-Will wanted to channel his inner CeeLo Green. It's going to be all day. It's gonna be all day.
I'm not gonna be able to unsee it.
What's that song? What's that song he's got? I can't think of it. Okay, whatever. It's gone. Craig says, them red uniforms make us look like the Buccaneers. I don't know about that. Because Craig, their uniforms are more pewter, if you will. They're more of a darker, richer red. Georgia Texas boy, if we could have these with red helmets, then yes. Eric, it's still up in the air as to whether or not we'll have the red helmets, right?
Yeah, we might have the red helmets. One of my friends said nah at first, but she was messing with me, so I don't know. She said she can't confirm. She really didn't answer the question. So
she was being coy, was she?
Yeah.
My thing is they know how good we are when we wear the red helmets.
Yep.
And the players love the red helmets, the fans love the red helmets. I don't get why they don't see it, or because from what I've read, it's apparently the rumor is they're leaning more towards just keeping the black, and the red will still just be an alternate helmet, which I'm kind of disappointed if that ends up being true because I just feel like that red helmet's special.
It is. It really is. It really is. Well, I tell you what, man, these Falcons uniforms are sharp, and either way, man, it's better than what we got. So I'm looking forward to it.
If those are the jerseys, we might not have the red helmet this year because look at the logo on that. They never matched the red helmet with the new logo. The red helmet is usually with throwback.
Yeah.
So if that is the exact red jersey and they don't have the old school logo on it, we might not wear red helmets this season.
We might not. Okie doke. So let's get into this. Falcons riddle. Now, guys, past couple times I've been told that these riddles are just way too easy. So I tried to make it a little difficult for you. I wanted to give you a degree of difficulty, if you will. So give me a sec. Let me stop sharing my screen here. And let's put everybody back to normal. There we go. All right. Falcons riddle. You guys ready? I threw the ball when the dome was still a dream. Wore red and black before primetime TV gleamed. I led the league in yards when the game was more pain than flair. A rocket for an arm, but sacks were always there. I wasn't Vic and I wasn't Ryan, but before both, the offense was mine.
Jeff George.
Who?
Jeff George.
Nope, you're wrong. I was taking, although you know what? That is a good guess, but no, but that's a very good guess.
Maybe I should let you finish. Go ahead.
It's all good. Damn, Georgia, Texas boy, he got it.
Nice.
He did. Okay, wow. I got to work a little bit harder to stomp you guys.
Yeah, that was a little. I'm like, who's the next like big Falcons quarterback? Big name.
It could have picked Jeff George too.
It could have been Jeff George
because he said rocket for an arm. That's what threw me.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So, guys, let's talk about it. We got some guys we got to pay. We got some guys that are coming up. We got some guys we got to pay. And I'm interested to see what we're going to do. We got some big decisions to make. One of them is Algier, of which I think I don't think we're going to sign Algier because I think Tyler's going to get a chance to start. And that's mainly what he wants. I don't even think it's about this contract. How old is Tyler anyway? About 27, 28?
I don't think he's even that old.
So let's see.
He's probably only 25, I would think. Yeah, he's 25.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Tyler, thank you for your service. Good.
Yeah, he's not because he's going to get starter money, and he's going to and because he's been on the bench, he may come in at the low end. Like somebody may be able to pay him $6 million to go somewhere and start. Maybe $7 million. I don't think he'll get 10, but I don't think you can pay Tyler and Bijan with all the holes that we have. But guys, give me your thoughts. If you could get Tyler for say $5 million, Carrie, and he agrees to come back, would you take him?
I'd take him, but I don't see a world where that happens.
Yeah, me neither. What about $8 million, Carrie? What if he's like, I'll take 8, I'll come back, but you're gonna have to pay me $8 million.
Huh?
They're
saying his market is around 2.
That's what they're saying, but somebody's gonna pay him more than that. They're saying his market is 2, but I'm telling you, somebody's going to pay him more
because they don't have film on the last couple of years, but from not playing him how he should have been played.
Correct.
But that's not his fault. That's not saying that he can't run, but you still don't have the film. So what they're going to try to do is lowball. And if the rest of the NFL tries to lowball him, we might be able to keep him.
I just don't. I don't see that.
I don't either because I don't. I think it's a couple of teams out there that could use a starting running back, and he's definitely good enough to be a starting running back, and definitely deserves the shot. So I think he and pretty much listening to him at the end of the year, it sounds like he wants to. And why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't sign up to sit on the bench and wait to come in every now and then. You really want to play football. So good luck to Tyler if he does decide to. I hope he stays, but I don't see it neither.
No, you 100%, man. I think he wants to start. You could hear it in what he said, and you covered it all, bro.
Hopefully he wants to stick around with Bijan.
Yeah, no. Ain't that much love in the world, man. You play this game because you want to play this game.
We need Kerry to talk to him.
Well, if it works, man, hey, maybe we can pair Kerry and AJ. AJ seems to be a closer. Maybe we can pair them both, and they can do that. We got some chats going. Georgia, Texas boy says when you said strong arm, but a lot of sacks. That's what got it for you. Gotcha. SGB says Brian Leftwich. Ha! Craig says trade Pitts and sign Tyler to a 3-year, $15 million contract. That's not going to happen, Craig. Craig says fully guaranteed.
No way.
Craig also said I look like a milk dud.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, come on, Carrie. That was light for Craig. I'm expecting far worse. He's just getting started.
Man,
He's just getting started. Georgia Texas boy says I can see Tyler getting a Javonte Williams deal or cheaper. Okay, well, guys, let's go to our next guy, Caden Willis.
Who's Caden Willis?
Yeah, who's Caden Willis?
Caden Ellis. Sorry, Caden Ellis. Sorry.
I was like,
Caden Ellis. Let's go to our next guy.
I thought you meant Malik Willis.
No, I didn't. It was a slip up, man. It happens.
Okay.
It happens.
Okay.
Caden Ellis. Do you guys think we're bringing him back? And if so, let's take a look at his market value. Let's see. His last contract was 3 years, $21 million. Let's look at Spotrac. Let's see. Or how about I go to NFL free agents? Well, anyway, are you guys keeping Caden? Thoughts on that? And if so, what's the price?
What do they have him listed at? I forgot what it was. I saw that, and it didn't look like a high price. It looked like you could, but then again, it's up to his agent and what they think. But from what they was looking at on there, it did look doable.
Right.
I forget what it was, but I'm thinking you're looking it up. Are you frozen over there?
I'm looking it up.
No, but I would love to keep Caden Ellis. I'm with Jeff Ulbrich. He's pretty much irreplaceable. You look into replacing him, you're replacing two. You got to replace him with two players. So what he brings to the locker room, what he does on and off the field, a leader both on and off the field. It's going to be tough to replace him, but at his age, I can understand him wanting to get paid somewhere else and go to a contender. So to me, I think they're going to do whatever they can to bring him back because, your DC basically vouched for him in the press conference and said, he spoke so highly of him. So, he's going to want to bring him back, but I feel it's going to be up to Caden what he wants to do because, obviously as Falcons fans, we believe we're contenders, but realistically, we haven't had a winning season, in recent years and haven't won the division. So, of course, we hope to do that next season. But as from a player perspective, pending free agent, they're going to consider, if they have other options, somebody who's been in the playoffs or been to the Super Bowl or AFC or NFC championship game.
Okay, that's fair. So Caden is 30 years and 6 months old, and his market value is basically $9 million, right? So $10 million, 3-year deal, $30 million, maybe an opt-out or maybe the first 2 years guaranteed. What do you guys think? You think we can swing that $20 million deal? What do you think? $30 million deal, I should say, for 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
I wonder if he's looking for a 4-year deal.
What are we going to pay Drake?
Probably $33 million.
A year?
Yes. That's what the last guy got. All right, 2026 salary cap. Right now it says what we got 10 million available. Although we're gonna make some moves. We're gonna cut Kirk. I think that'll free up probably $30-something million. Probably make a few other moves or whatever, adjust some contracts. I've been told that it's as high as 50. as low as 35. So with that being said, we got to have some receivers, right? That's a must. Yeah, I saw that, Kerry. No, the first one, Kerry. But anyway, I probably low end 35 million, probably high end 50 million. You got to have a linebacker. If we're talking brass tacks, you got to have a big pretty, as Lowe says, or a D tackle in the middle. You're going to have to address that. You're going to have some receivers. You're probably going to have to bring D Alford back. So with all of that being said, do you guys think we can bring Caden Ellis in back on a, say, what, $33 million deal, 3 years, 4 years, 40 million? Give me your thoughts. Where are you guys on this? Kerry, Eric, you guys let me know. What are you thinking in regards to that?
I mean, for me, as much as I'd love to keep Caden, like, it's going to be a very difficult decision what happens, because you're either going to have to pay a premium price to keep that continuity with him there on your defense as a leader, especially in linebacker, or option B, you take that money and maybe sign 2 players, multiple replacements. But because, to your point, we have multiple holes, and you gotta put. I don't know what their plan is. It's gonna be interesting with the whole Kyle Pitts thing. Just because they tagged him doesn't mean they're gonna pay him. It could be just a tag, and they're gonna try to work on the deal, and it could be a trade. I think it's a good move, because you don't want to just let an asset like 4th overall pick walk scotch free. So, but my thing is, like, if we do decide to pay him and you got to pay Drake, I don't think D Alford will permit a lot of money, but I do believe we bring him back. It's like, I would like to also sign Divine Diablo, like, to a longer deal, because he only has 1 year left on his deal. So there's a lot of decisions to be made. But I said this earlier with Jack, like, I feel very comfortable, honestly, with Ian Cunningham, with his experience, with Baltimore, what he learned there, and also, winning a championship there, his first year there. So, I, as well as the Eagles, so I feel like he has great experience, and I trust the decisions he's going to make, as well as, obviously, Matt Ryan has our best interests as fans and for the franchise as well. So,
Okay.
I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting offseason for me.
Yeah, agreed. Eric, how you feel about it, man? You bringing Caden back? Can we afford it? Give me your thoughts.
I think yeah. I think that we look at the cap and we take it literally number for number, and they don't.
Okay.
I think they move stuff around, the bonuses and stuff, to where you can afford to bring them back.
Okay.
We're not negative. The Saints somehow are negative every year and still makes a big splash in free agency. Now it's blowing up in their face, but still, it's been done for years and years and years. They somehow keep doing that, and we're not even nowhere near as bad as they are ever, and they still make that happen. So it can be done.
Okay. Craig says, I'm sorry. King Atlanta says, what's up? What up, King? Craig says, bring Caden back and sign Diablo to an extension and try to get Quay Walker. I can dig it, Craig. DSGB says, Ellis is actually our best pass rusher. Pay the men. Pay the men his money. We got Mad Mike in the chat, looks like. He says, is that my MF and dog, Eric?
What up, bro?
What's going on, Mad Mike? King Atlanta, right. He is unreplaceable. We got my guy, Cowboy, Falcon Pandemic. What to do, man? This is what's good, T. Will, Kerry, and Eric.
What's happening?
What's happening in? Matt Mike says, hey, everyone, how's it going? Georgia Pride, if the contract is right, Caden will come back. We will see. He is definitely the leader on defense, and that is true. Georgia Pride says Drake will definitely will basically receive $30 to $33 million annually per year. Georgia Texas Boy says if we sign Quay, why re-sign Ellis? Why not have one when you can have two, Georgia Texas Boy? Georgia Texas Boy says, what's going on, Cowboy? Georgia Texas Boy, in my opinion, I don't see Drake asking for more than $30 million. Bruh. You know what? I was on, and by the way, guys, Georgia Texas Boy has started his own channel on YouTube. Just very good content, guys. I like what I've seen. Actually had a chance to be on his show over the weekend, so check him out if you get a chance. Please go to his channel, like, share, subscribe. Georgia Texas Boy, drop your info so we can have some folks go in and join for you. But I don't know that he's going to be taking the home discount, Georgia Texas Boy. I don't know about that. King Atlanta says Kyle Pitts going to get a long-term deal. Watch. Okay. Jack is in the chat. Jack said she did say that earlier. She, I'm assuming, is Carrie, but I don't know what Jack's talking about, Carrie.
He's talking about how I was talking about Caden Ellis earlier, and also about Ian Cunningham. Like, I trust what he, plans to do as far as like roster building.
Okay. Jack also says if we release Craig, we can save some money on our car insurance. Oh boy! Oh, he's starting early, Craig. That was Jack Spade, by the way, Craig. Jack Spade. Okay? Jack Spade. That was him. Cowboy says, what's good, Georgia Texas Boy? One time for the fam. I got Jack says, Drake won't reset the market. When it's time to sign him, it will be a team-friendly deal. Whatever, Jack. I don't agree, but whatever. Jack says, I guarantee it. He guaranteed it, Eric. He said, I guarantee it. Okay. Georgia Texas Boy says, I agree with Jack. I think all these deals will be team-friendly. Drake, Bijan, Pitts, Algier will all sign a team-friendly deal. Dude, okay. I mean, okay. All right. All right, man. I hear you. Craig says, Jack had a face only a mother can love, but too bad he is not.
Oh, my God. Okay, I have to say, shout out to Georgia Texas Boy. I do think Drake is not going to reset the market, but you can absolutely believe that Bijan Robinson is going to do so.
Absolutely.
And he deserves it. He should get all the payday. Yeah, I do think I don't think he's going to be signing a team-friendly deal, but that's just my opinion.
No, a valid one. Georgia Texas Boy says, laugh my, you know what off, man. Thanks. Wow. That's wild, Craig. That's wild, Craig. All right. So, I mean, hey, it remains to be seen. I say they re-sign Ellis. I say Algier probably goes somewhere else because he wants to start. Obviously, they've come out and said that they're going to franchise Kyle. So, there you go. And we know they're going to let Kurt go March 11th or March 12th or whatever the day is. So, I mean, we will see. We got Monte Carlo in the chat. Carlo says, get out our chip ready already. Then they can go get their bread. One last ride. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. All right, guys. Let's go to the coup de grace, the main event of the evening, the Tower of Power. What everybody's talking today, the Falcons have agreed, or are going to agree rather, to franchise Kyle Pitts. Eric, I think you said it. Carrie, I think you may have said it, but how do we feel about this? Just give me your initial thoughts when you heard the news. And as we are gentlemen, we're going to let Carrie go first. Carrie, give us your thoughts on the Falcons franchising Kyle and what you think it means.
I think it means, well, first, I think it is the exact thing correct to do. First, good move by Ian Cunningham because it essentially buys you more time. You don't want a 4th overall draft pick a guy like Kyle Pitts to walk scotch-free. If you aren't able to reach a deal, you want to at least get something assets for him. So I think this was absolutely the right move. So for me, it was a no-brainer. And I saw reported by Rap Sheet that their hope is that they reach a long-term deal before July. So um, I think it's a good move, but it it is interesting. Like I said, I trust Ian Cunningham, but it's gonna be interesting. All these offensive weapons, between Bijan, Drake, and also Kyle now that we have to pay. So it's gonna be. I'm really excited for this offseason, honestly. But yeah, I do think it's the right move, especially right now when you don't have your receiver room is very empty besides Drake. So yeah, I think it's the right move personally for me.
Very good point. Eric, thoughts?
I pretty much agree with what Kerry said. You still don't know exactly what they're gonna do with him, but why just let him walk? You can at least trade him if if nothing else. You don't just let that talent walk out the door. So I think it was just a move to buy more time for right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure they know what they want to do, but this was obviously to buy more time to either get the contract done or make a trade or whatever they plan on doing. So yeah, good move.
Good move indeed. Jack says, breaking news, Falcons re-signed Craig to clean the locker room after voluntary workouts. $13.50 an hour. Ian Cunningham making moves. Damn, Jack. Jack, one thing I can guarantee is that before this show is over, you will get a response, sir. You will get a response. Georgia Pride says a tag and trade is still on the table for Kyle Pitts, and that is true. Although I think the Falcons probably see, you know what, if you can sign Drake, if you can sign Bijan, you basically got your version of the triplets. If we can get Penix to where he needs to be, we've got I don't want to say a real quarterbacks coach because that would be rude, but I will say a more accomplished and more experienced quarterbacks coach, a more accomplished and more experienced coaching staff. And I think that they can definitely get more out of Penix and hopefully maximize his talent. So I'm okay with signing Pitts and Bijan and or Drake because that's your version of the triplets, right? The Cowboys had Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith, and they won 3 championships. They had a hell of an offensive line, very good defensive line. Looks like we want to do the same thing here. So what's not to like about it? I feel good about it, but guys, we do have to consider the fact that they could tag and trade him. I don't think that's an option. But Kerry, give me your thoughts. What do you think? What do you think the probability is that the Falcons tag and trade Kyle? If you had to put a percentage to it. Carrie, okay, maybe she stepped away. Eric, give me your thoughts. What's the percentage of the Falcons tagging and trading away Kyle?
The percentage?
Yeah. Probability.
I mean,
30%, 2%. Just give me your thoughts. Give me your, just your truth. How likely do you think that is to happen?
I don't think it's very likely because of your wide receiver room.
Agreed.
I think they did it to buy more time to extend the contract. I don't think it was done for a tag and trade. I think if they was trying to get rid of him, they would have. Well,
let him walk.
New coaching
Let him
staff.
walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you save. I think the cap space would have been enough if you was just trying to let him go. I don't think they're trying. I mean, unless he's trying to get draft picks out of it, but I don't see that because
Yeah.
I don't think trading Kyle right now. I don't think you'll get a first round pick for him.
Yeah,
So-
but now, and you just said something. An argument could be made because he did allude to in his speech that one year, I think he was with the Eagles. They started with 5 picks and they ended up with 12 or 13. So he very well, that's a move he could make. Now, I'm not saying he'll do it, and I agree with you. It's a very low probability, but you just put something in my head. If you're trying to get picks, let's say you could trade him. Let's say you could tag him and trade him for 3 picks, maybe 2 this year and 1 next year. That is a possibility. Again, I don't think we do it because, to your point, we do not. We do need some wide receivers. We could use a boost there, but it definitely is a possibility. Ultimately I don't think he will, but it is 100% a possibility. Carrie, we were just saying, someone in the chat basically threw out a scenario where we tagged Kyle and traded him for Pitts. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We tagged Kyle and traded him for picks. Give me your thoughts on how likely that is to happen.
I mean, it's definitely a possibility because it really comes down to if his agent and the Falcons can come to an agreement on the deal, right?
Yeah.
I truly feel like the Falcons want to keep Kyle long term, and it's not just because that's what's being reported. That's part of it, but also, you already don't have a lot of weapons. Number one, number
Mhm.
two, you want to keep as much continuous, you know, you want to keep as much of the same receiving
Continuity.
core. Exactly. You want to
Right.
keep the same group of guys on your offense, especially for, Michael Penix coming back. They're saying that's their starter, that's the guy. So if this is his chance to prove that in 2026 season, if this is his last shot, then you want to set him up the best way for the best way to succeed. So my thing is like, yeah, he already has a connection with Kyle, and obviously Drake, Bijan. You want to keep the core there, so I do think that is the goal. And another thing for me is that the Falcons have only ever tagged 4 players in franchise history. So, and usually when they do that, they're trying to work out a deal. They're not trying to tag and trade. So, I think it's going to happen personally.
Okay, chat. If you think the Falcons are going to tag and trade Kyle, drop a 1 in the chat. If you think the Falcons are going to tag and trade Kyle, if this is just a ruse so we can trade Kyle for some picks, drop a 1. If you think, no way, Jose, we're not doing that, drop a 2 in the chat. Just let me know what you think. All right, so Cowboys says they are going to tag and trade Kyle. Oh, wow. Okay, Fandemic. Okay, brother. I didn't see that
Hi,
one coming.
pandemic. Yeah.
I did not see that one coming. Monte Carlo says, no, man. They not
Cool.
tagging and trading him. Jack Space says, no way, Jose. They're not tagging and trading him.
What do you think you could get for him if they did do it?
What do you have? 88 catches last year? Pro Bowl appearance? Maybe a third rounder, third and a fifth rounder this year, maybe a third rounder next year. Maybe.
And then you're gonna need another wide receiver and a tight end. Is that worth it?
Hey, I'm not saying I'd do it. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I'm asking you. Is that worth it to you? Would you do that?
Tough question. I guess it would depend on if I could sign someone for cheaper, right? Who could give me, let's say, 80% of what Kyle does. And let's say I can go out and get 2 decent receivers, you know, and do it all for maybe 25 million. I'm paying Kyle 15 million, but I'm getting the productivity between 3 folks, maybe under those circumstances. I probably wouldn't, but I'm just, playing devil's advocate here. I probably would not, to be honest with you, but
I think,
um,
to your point, T-Wall, like, they're gonna try to pay Kyle as a tight end, right? Not a receiver. So the
absolutely,
contract won't be
absolutely.
as tricky. I think it won't be tough. I just think the only way it doesn't work out, I truly feel like they're probably all in on keeping Kyle. Like, why wouldn't they be, honestly?
Yeah.
I mean, even that he has that Matt Ryan connection too. So I feel like they definitely want to keep Kyle. It's more so like if him and his agent, if he wants to have a change of scenery, maybe like I said with Caden, wants to go to somebody who's a proven contender or thinks
I
that he
think
can.
Kyle came out and said he wanted to stay though, didn't he?
Kyle said that?
Well, he was on that podcast recently, and they said, "How do you feel about um, working under Stefanski?" And he said, "Oh, I'd love to play under Stefanski, but I mean, to that point, who wouldn't as a tight end because
Right.
Stefanski's known to get his tight ends the ball.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
That's fair. Craig says, just because I'm a Pitts hater for who got drafted after him, aka Chase and Parsons. So Craig's being petty right now. Just
oh
because
wow, he put
Yeah.
like 21.
I originally wanted Parsons too, but I never had a problem with it. I never had a problem with them picking because I understood the what they were trying to do there. It didn't work out because
Yeah,
everybody else left. But
I mean, to DSGB Hall's comment, I agree with you because I was thinking the same thing earlier, when I was live with Jackie. Somebody mentioned that trade away. They said trade. They might actually even said trade Drake London, actually. I thought it was Kyle Pitts. They said trade one of them and then because they said you need picks. And I'm like, okay, but then you're gonna need players.
hear you
Yeah, but then you're gonna need players. Like
there.
right,
like you get a pick, right? But it's unproven talent, and you already
Right.
know what you have in Drake London. I'm not trading away Drake London, my only wide receiver, pretty
Mhm.
much. Like,
Yeah.
no disrespect to the other guys on the team, but
Yeah.
we don't have a clear number two because Darnell Mooney's as good as gone, in my opinion, and your wide receiver three got cut, so.
You think Mooney's good as gone?
I personally, yes. I don't think there's. I'd be very surprised if Mooney is here, because for two reasons. First reason is the way that Terry Fontenot structured his contract. He set it up just like Kirk Cousins' contract, to where it is like a 2-year deal. So I believe we saved $12 million. It's at least 10. I don't have the exact number, but I could have swore it was like 12 to 14 million we saved by cutting Darnell Mooney before the season starts. And then the second reason why I believe that he won't be a Falcon in 2026 is because now that we have Ian Cunningham in the building, he's the same guy that cut him or didn't keep him when he arrived in Chicago.
Okay.
And
Do you
then
remember that?
if they're cutting Kirk, he was really Kirk Cousins' pick too.
Well, what do you mean? Oh,
Didn't
Darnell
Kirk?
Mooney was.
Wasn't
Oh,
that what they said
I'm not
um
sure.
when they brought Mooney over here? Was Kirk was the one that spoke up for them to bring
Yeah. That's
that
what he
money?
said. He's Kirk's guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that Ian Cunningham was part of the. He was assistant GM for Chicago when Darnell Mooney, they basically let him go. Like, they didn't want to keep him. So I don't know. He's gonna want to do the same thing. Maybe he doesn't value him, but also his production wasn't there. We know he was hurt, but his production wasn't there last year. So I'm not paying him on his current contract personally. And they said might don't mind having him back on a cheaper deal, but he's not a free agent, so he's on a deal right now. So I don't know what how that's gonna work. But
Maybe
personally, I
they
don't think he's gonna be here.
restructure him and put him in the slot.
Okay. All right. Jack Spade said he spoke with players who worked with him and they said good things about Kevin. Cowboy says whoever comes calling for Pitts will definitely have to show me how bad they want him, not just giving him up. Craig says we can trade him for a draft pick and possibly a wide receiver 2 or a wide receiver 3.
You think so? Maybe. I don't know. I don't even think we're gonna. Personally, I don't know that you're gonna get like more than a third round pick for Kyle Pitts
Okay. That's
Right.
fair.
And Nick, there's
because
no keeping the talent.
he's playing on the tag. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna get a whole lot from him. It's not like a blockbuster trade. and how everybody always talks about him. His production and up and down. So
Yeah, okay, it's fair. Craig says, I wouldn't mind having Mooney back on a cheaper deal. Monte Carlo says, yeah, a lot of dope was being smoked, saying trade Drake.
yeah, I
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
believe it. But yeah,
Oh,
then but
wow.
actually Jack told me that person that said that was a Panthers fan, so then it made more sense. I'm like,
Okay.
why would we trade Drake? And he's like, because you guys need more picks. You only have 5 picks, no first round pick. You need a pick to, recoup from JPJ trade. And I'm like, yeah, but then you literally don't have a wide receiver one. Like, what? Didn't make sense to me.
That's fair. That is fair. Megan Wright Britton says, hi, guys.
Hi,
Hello,
Megan.
Megan. How are you?
What up?
Craig says, couldn't we release him and then sign him back? You could. You could. The question is, would you want to? I don't know. You know what? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Mooney wasn't healthy last year. I think in the first year, Mooney was very productive. Mooney was our most productive receiver. So another thought is, if he's healthy, right? If he's truly healthy this year, why not keep him? But to Kerry's point, we are kind of low in the salary cap area. So maybe you kind of have to cut him and try and get I don't know, more fiscally viable options. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I just double checked that, T. Will. If we cut him post June 1, it's we save $11.9 million.
Yeah, man.
So
I can dig it. I can dig it. Ronnie Thomas says, what up, everyone? And no hairline, T. Will. And Ronnie Thomas, you still look short in your chair.
oh my gosh, shout out to Ron Thomas. Actually, earlier today he was in the chat and he said, where's no hairline T. Will?
That's right.
He was
Ronnie,
looking for you.
Ronnie, you look short in your chair. Now, here's the funny thing. Ron's 6'2", right? But he looks like 4'9".
It's so crazy to me. No, T. Will, to your point, it's so crazy to me because on camera, I feel like you look so tall. Like, you know how even on like a team, you use Teams too. It's like when you're on Teams calls, some people look tall, some people look short. I just experienced that with a coworker when I met them for the first time.
Yep.
You, to me, before I met you in person, you looked tall. Okay.
Yep.
And Ron
You kind
Thomas
of look like you want to play Hind Catcher now.
Shut up, Eric. Nobody cares about what you're saying there, Carrie. Go ahead, Carrie. We're ignoring
I was just gonna
him,
say,
Carrie.
and Ron Thomas, I feel like if I just by seeing him on camera, I would think he's short.
You would.
He doesn't look real tall, but you're telling me he's tall.
He is 6'2", right?
Wow.
Which I tease him all the time because I'm like, dude, you look. You know what I mean? It's our thing. That's
you guys are flip flopped.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Exactly. It's okay. Craig says, with Pitts getting tagged, he is now the 4th highest paid tight end in the NFL, but the production doesn't match. Not gonna go there because he was productive last year. So you can't say that about last year, Craig.
He's productive as long as he has consistent quarterback play. He's not productive when we don't have consistent quarterback play. Well, I don't know if I want to put that on him.
There you go. Jack says, Kyle said he will report to Tight End University. First time in 3 years. He wants to be ready for the season. Megan says, good to see everyone. Hi, Carrie. Glad to have you back. Missed you on last week's show. I hope all is well.
Thank you, Megan. That's so sweet. Thank you.
It is. Thank you, Megan.
I miss being here.
Awesome. We're glad to have you back. Carlos says 5 picks can get us decent and signing. One time for the fan, Jack Spade. Trading the player with the second most yards on the team is not good when you don't have weapons to back it up with.
Yeah,
Carlos
that's a great point. It's a great point.
That is a good point. It is a good point. Carlos is a corner, wide receiver, and D tackle, an offensive lineman, and another lineman or running back if Tyler flew the coop. Okie doke. I guess those are our needs. Or what he would draft. I don't know. Jack says Kyle was also less than 100 yards from breaking 1,000. Let's keep that in mind. Craig says Drake has been consistent regardless of the QB, and he is still putting up numbers being hurt. Guys, let's not go here. I'm not trying to do that.
Drake's the number one option. You have to go to Drake.
I was about to
We're
say,
not getting rid of Drake.
we don't
We're
have to
not getting
make
rid of
Well,
this a
Drake.
the
Drake
difference,
versus
I would like
Cowboys.
to explain the difference in that. The difference with Drake getting targets and Kyle getting targets is when you've got an experienced quarterback in, it's easier for him to get to his third option than it is for an inexperienced quarterback. An inexperienced quarterback, Drake is your first read. So 9 times out of 10, if Drake is open, that's easier to make that one read than it is to go check down the three. And then when they're calling the when they're not moving Kyle and they just have him sitting there, he doesn't do all that hot then either. But that, again, that could be from the quarterback not putting the ball where it needs to be.
Yeah, and I was gonna say the same thing, honestly. Look at Drake London's targets versus Kyle Pitt's targets.
Yeah, you talking
Like,
about the number one target versus that's not your number two receiver, that's your tight end. So
when Kyle, and it's so crazy. I was saying the similar thing on the show earlier that Kyle Pitts has monster games, but like for example, everyone brings up his game in Tampa this season, the Thursday night football game that I was at, which was amazing by the way. Um, they bring up his monster game, and that was when Drake London was out. I noticed that anytime Kyle Pitts usually has a big game is when Drake London's not playing. It's like I'm hoping with this new regime we can use all of our weapons. Like it doesn't have to be just this predictable offense as just one, you know, one player is eating and that's it. Like I feel like there's enough room for everybody to eat. So, spread the wealth. And I'm hoping that happens for us in 2026 for the Falcons offense because it really needs to happen because with the weapons we haven't been good enough in the red zone and third down efficiency as well. But it's been more than just last year. We were not good in the red zone. So I'm just hoping that's a focal point and improving that because I feel like if we do keep Kyle Pitts long term, him and Drake London should both be able to go off in the same game. I don't even know if we've ever seen that. All Kyle Pitts games that he goes off is when he's a number one target and he's
mhm.
actually used as like the number one guy.
But
Well, we will see. I would think sometimes to your point, Kerry, maybe coverage dictates that. Maybe now that we have an experienced staff, they can get the ball to everybody. How about that? Or there will be more equal distribution. I don't know. Jack says, I make good points, such as Craig working with the janitorial staff this year will help with the cleanliness and sanitation safety efforts. Boy,
Oh
Jack,
wow.
man. Craig is going to lambaste you, sir. Cowboy says the free agency and undrafted free agents will get us through the 2026 year. Just plan on putting in work in the 2027
Okay,
draft.
I have to ask you, Fandemic's nickname is Cowboy?
Yeah, his nickname's
Oh, okay.
Cowboy. You've
Okay,
never
I
seen him
didn't.
wear his cowboy hat
Okay, I've
on
seen him
Facebook?
wear it once, but I'm so sorry, Fandemic. I just always call him Fandemic. I didn't know that was his
No, you can
nickname.
call him either or.
Okay. No, I
Yeah,
heard you say it the first time. I thought it was a mistake, and I'm like, I don't want to correct you, but then I heard you say it again. I'm like, oh, I
yeah,
didn't know his nickname was Cowboy.
yeah. There you go.
Oh,
You know what I
hi.
mean? It's
Shout
it's
out to
it's the
Fandemic.
inside podcaster information, Carrie. That's what it is. But you're one of us, so there you go.
Thank you for that.
Mm. Craig says Pitts was only productive last year because Drake went out hurt. Oh Lord. Megan says, rest in paradise to Rondell Moore, to everyone on the chat. You are loved and you are enough. That's a good point, guys. If you got friends,
so hold on. So Craig, he's only productive when you throw him the ball.
oh God. Anyway, uh, to Megan's point, hey guys, hey, you're not alone, and if you need to talk to somebody, please do. It's so
Yes,
sad. Rondell was 25 years old, and there's just
way
there's
too
always hope.
young.
There's always hope. Suicide is never the answer, and hey, man, to anybody out there hurting, you know, somebody will listen. You got to talk about it. You gotta get it out, man. You can't
If you
sit
need
there.
somebody to talk to, you can always send me a message. I'm free to speak to me, but you can speak to me as long as you're not a weirdo. Like,
There
as
you
long
go.
as you have pure intentions, I'm always gonna be a listening ear, and I prefer to be a listener than a speaker. So you can always hit my DMs as long as you're not a creeper again.
But what if he is a creeper, but he needs
Okay, I'm
to,
sorry. No, no,
but he
I'm
needs
not
to
getting.
talk though. He's got to get it out.
Yeah, but as soon as you start getting weird, I block you or I'm ignoring your message.
I'm
But
just kidding, Carrie.
I'm
I'm
just
you
trying to
know,
say, like, if you're actually have pure intentions and you just want somebody to talk to or hear you out, I'm always gonna be a listening ear, especially
no,
from Falcons
that's
family.
that's sweet, Carrie. That is sweet. You know, I'm just messing with you.
Nah, I had to put
Uh
that disclaimer out there because there are some creepers out there.
there are definitely a lot of creepers.
I'm still
Uh,
trying to find out where she lives.
oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, there's some
Oh
creepers
wow.
like that.
Oh
Actually, they say way worse than that, to be honest.
oh
But
wow.
that's what
Oh wow.
they say way worse, honestly. So
This is exactly what I'm thinking, Jack. Carrie just opened her DMs for
I
creepers.
know.
Exactly.
Okay. I was trying to have like I
I
had
know.
pure intentions with that, and then as I started speaking, I was like, wait, maybe I better be careful now. But
Mm,
no, I mean seriously, if you ever need someone to speak to, I'm happy to listen. But suicide, to T Will's point, is never the answer, and it's so sad because for
yeah.
me, it's like he was so young and he had
Yes.
so much more life to live. And
Yes.
for me, suicide is so heartbreaking
It is.
because I personally have never felt that way to where I felt like I don't have something to live for. So I can't really say that I relate, but I will say that I know that it affects people that you leave behind the worst
Yes.
because I'm not saying you're taking an easy way out. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just like you feel like you can't handle your problems or what's going on in your life, so you take that route. But it's like I don't know that maybe you're not thinking about the pain that you're leaving behind with maybe your children, your spouse, or your mother, your father, your friends, family. I feel like it hurts them the worst, and especially if it's shocking. So just just keep that in mind, man. And if you believe in God, just try to reach out and tap into your faith because God will always have your back. So I just want to say that.
And you are 100% correct, my friend. You are 100% correct. I mean, look, there's so much more to life, and it's unfortunate. And look, I don't know what was going on with him. I'm not about to attempt to do that. I'm not going to disrespect his memory that way, but
Right.
there's never anything that bad to where you just have to do that. And again, you make an excellent point, Carrie, when you say it's about the folks that you leave behind, right? It
Right.
really is about the folks that you leave behind because they're left to wonder why, and they got all that pain, and you
And
know
they wonder, like, if they could have done something to prevent it. Maybe they're gonna blame themselves. I saw Carl Pitts was close to him, and he said he's so in shock and heartbroken and crying. And he said, "Man, I just spoke to you this morning," and I'm sure he wished, like, he maybe could blame himself or wonder if he could have did something to prevent it. It's very tough.
I mean, it's tough, man. I don't know what to say because I mean, it really leaves the people behind in a state of shock, and there's no closure, right? Because you're like, you could have talked to me, you could have said something. And heaven help anybody if the last conversation with them was an argument, because now they're thinking, well, I wonder if that was a part of it. I wonder, you know what I mean? It's just, those are natural thoughts. So it's
Right.
unfortunate. I definitely pray for his family. But Carrie, you make a great point. Hey man, if something's going on, reach out and talk to somebody. Reach out and talk to somebody. You don't have to suffer alone. You don't have to suffer anymore. And hey, that's
But
that's
it's
all I
sad,
gotta say.
T. Will, because it seems like he did reach out to people the day he was, planning this to end it everything,
Yeah, but
but
oftentimes that's to say goodbye.
yeah,
Yeah,
Often,
I
that's
know.
what
That's
I
what I
was
was gonna
gonna say. That sounded like he was giving goodbye messages. They just didn't know
right,
it.
but it's so sad that no one really caught that. Maybe I don't know. It's like very tough situation that.
But that's why you got to check in, man. That's why I got 4 brothers, Carrie. I got 2 blood brothers. Obviously, one of them here, Big Head over here, Eric, and of course I got Victor, and I got 2
which
brothers.
one's Big Head?
Oh, Big Head's Eric because he's talking shit about me today, so he's Big Head today. That's right.
You should never call anyone in life Big Head.
I knew he was gonna say that. Anyway, but look, I talked to Eric, I talked to Victor, they're my brothers. I got Lamar and Kip, those are my best friends. But I mean, we check up on each other, man. We check up on each other. And look, you gotta have that in your life. You gotta have, at least 1 or 2 people that you check in with, when something's not going right. The funniest thing ever in 2014, the year I had my stroke, Big Head here calls me, and this is what he said. Hey, man, are you all right? You been taking your medicine? Because if you're not taking your medicine, man, I don't know. I'm going to kick your ass. But I love you, okay? All right, bye. Literally, that's the message he left. He said, are you taking your medicine? Because if not, I'm going to kick your ass. And I love you, and I hope you're okay. All right, bye. That was the funniest shit ever. But the point is, we look, you got to have somebody that you can talk to. You got to have somebody that you can have an unfiltered conversation with and it be okay. All right. And if you don't have that in your life, I pray that you get that in your life, because no man or woman is an island, and you are not going to survive this thing alone, man. You got to have somebody, whether that's a friend, family, a pastor, a therapist, somebody that you can say unfiltered stuff to, right? Somebody that you can say stuff you shouldn't say, but get it off your chest and it'd be all right. So again, to Rondell's family, definitely pray for them. Definitely a tragedy, and so sorry to hear it, man. Definitely pray for them. Pandemic says, y'all hit those like buttons. T-Will needs to go buy more Rasta pasta. Hey, man, I love me some Rasta pasta. So I can dig it, Cowboy. Rasta pasta is great. Matter of fact, when we go back to the Falcons training this year, when they have training camp, I'm going to give me some more Rasta pasta. Damn it. Because it's delicious.
They might not have the same truck out there.
Don't you say that, Eric. Don't you blaspheme them that way.
They switch them up almost every year. It'd be like 1 or 2 of them that come back. But
don't you say that. I rebuke you. Fandemic says, I am him. Hit me up. Talk to me. I think he's talking about Cowboy. Craig says, my point is we can get the same production like Pitts at a cheaper deal. Instead of the 15 to 16 million, we can spend the money on our depth. Sorry. And I see you, Craig. I hear you, man. I hear you. We got so many folks in the chat. Let's see. Jack says, read that one already. Okay. Megan says, I do apologize if this has already been discussed, but what do you all think about KP being franchise tagged? Well, Megan, we did discuss it, but that's okay. We basically we're for it. We agree with it. We like it. There was someone did bring up the potential of, even though we tagged him, we could trade him for picks. We don't think that's going to happen. We hope it doesn't happen, but that's pretty much it. We're all in agreement with it. Well, most of us are. So that was pretty much it. I wasn't gonna. You don't have to call Craig out like that, Carrie. You don't have to do that. Pam says hello to Auntie Pam. Excuse me. Says hello T. Will, Eric, and Carrie. Everyone in the chat. Happy Monday. Hey, Auntie Pam. How you doing? He also says hello, Craig. Because Craig is that dude. Okay. Craig says, in my job profession, suicide is a hard thing to figure out, and most of the time it's unexpected, especially when I talk to the family. Yeah, man, that is terrible. That is terrible. We got A1 in the chat. He says, I'm just going to have a whole lobster for breakfast messing with you. Hey, man, let's go. Hey, guys, you know what? When we go back next year, and Carrie, by the way, you're coming up for training camp. It's already been decided, okay? You just got to work it out. You're going to be there.
No, I am. I think I'm going to try to come like an earlier date this time, honestly.
That's what's up. So we got to go to Carrie's spot, which is Culver's, okay? But one day,
Maybe
Eric,
Culver's.
don't give me this crap. We all got to do Rasta pasta. Yeah, we all got to do Rasta pasta one day. Just one day, Eric. You go every day. You go to
That's a
every
great
train.
idea. Let's get
Just one
Culver's.
day.
Everybody go to Culver's after, honestly.
Rasta pasta is nowhere near the training camp if that truck don't come up there.
Well, the truck's gonna be there, Eric.
Oh.
Eric, you can say we're going 17-0 every year. Damn it, I can say the Rasta pasta truck is gonna be there because
It's crazy. So you believe in the Rasta pasta more than you do the Falcons?
Why?
I knew that was
Why?
coming.
Why?
Because
Hey, guys,
you can't say 17-0.
I did it to myself.
But you're going for this Rasta pasta.
I did it to myself. I did it to myself. Guys, we're gonna play some Jeopardy. We're gonna play some Falcons Jeopardy now. No, we're gonna do buying or selling. And I think
Falcons
I got
17-0, buying or selling.
Yeah, okay. Ask me during the season. Buying or selling, Eric and Carrie.
but watch the pasta, buying or selling.
Buying or selling, guys.
If you can't buy the Falcons, look at them.
Stop it. Buying or selling, guys. Jesse Bates will re-sign with the Falcons after the 2026 season. Buying or selling. Chat, buying or selling, Jesse Bates will re-sign with the Falcons after the 2026 season. What do you think? Eric, let's go to you. Buying or selling?
Selling.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
shocked.
It's not because of I think he can get paid somewhere else, and I think we're developing safeties behind him purposely.
That's a good point. That is a good point. Didn't think about that, but that's a good point. Carrie, buying or selling? And by the way, Carlos buying, A1 is selling. Buying or selling, Jesse Bates will re-sign with the Falcons after the 2026 season.
I'm selling.
Selling?
I even sometimes think about, like, he could still be traded, to be honest. But I hope that doesn't happen, but I wouldn't rule it out either.
Okay. Fandemic is selling. He says, I'm not 100% sure if he'll be here in 2026. Okay. Well, I'm buying. I'm buying, guys.
You're buying.
I'm buying. He's going to come back because he wants to be a part of this Super Bowl championship run. Raymond Collins said, so.
What? Is the Rasta pasta getting to his head?
Wow, I'm shocked. Who are you?
We are bringing Jesse back for the Who Ride, and we are going to win a Super Bowl within the next 4 years. Book it. I just said it. Auntie Pam is selling. All right. So, buying or selling, guys. Next one. AJ, the Falcons will draft or sign another shutdown corner to put beside AJ before his contract ends. I'm going to say that again. Buying or selling, the Falcons will draft or sign another shutdown corner to put beside AJ on the other side before his contract ends. Buying or selling, chat, that's for you too. Buying or selling, let's go to Carrie this time. Carrie, buying or selling?
Buying, and they should have already done this, but
they should have.
I mean, when has he? For me, it's so crazy how the turnover at CB2, like, that he's had to deal with. I mean, he hasn't had a consistent corner lined up with him, recent memory. So I feel like it's a revolving door for CB2, and we paid my cues, but I don't know. For me, I don't know. That's I don't think he's the answer personally. So it looks like it's a continuing revolving door. So yeah, for me.
Eric, buying or selling, and I'll be right back.
It's
at the door. Buying or selling, Eric? Let us know. I'll be right back. What you got?
I'm buying. They're gonna get AJ's little brother over there.
Oh yeah.
What are you getting pizza? Did he say the pizza man was at the door?
No, I said Kim was at the door.
Did she bring pizza?
I swear he said pizza man.
I said Tim is at the door. I did not say the pizza man. Whatever. I did not say the pizza guy. Y'all not get me in trouble with my wife. I did not say that.
Sorry, you said Rocky
Where's
Morris. My
Kim?
bad. DoorDash.
It was
Hey, Kim,
definitely. It
Eric
was
said, where are you?
definitely.
Kim.
Yep, she's not there. No one
She
here.
said, no, let him think I'm the pizza guy. Okay. All right. So A1 is buying, Auntie Pam is buying, Jack buying. I think this is Clark Phillips last year, open space for solid competition at cornerback. That's fair. I'm buying that as well. I'm buying that as well. Okay. Last question for buying and selling round. Now, I really need for you guys to think about this because the question is going to sound ridiculous, but remember, we don't know for sure if Penix is going to start the year healthy. We don't know that. We've had indicators, but we don't know that. So, buying or selling, Michael Penix will throw for at least 2,500 yards in 2026. Again, the context is, what if he only comes back at game 8 or game 9? So what I'm saying is, regardless of when he comes back, Penix is throwing for at least or passing for at least 2,500 yards in 2026. Buying or selling? Eric, what say you?
Buying.
All right. Carrie, buying or selling?
How many yards was it? 2,500?
2,500, yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say I'm buying because if he doesn't start the season, which they really are trying to buy us into that belief that he's going to be ready.
Yeah.
I think if you're trying to do that, then you think he's close. So maybe, I don't think it would be week 9. I think it'd be maybe like week 3-ish,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
week
what
4.
I'm thinking.
So, I mean, he had about 2,000 with only, 9 games, I believe, 10 games last season. So I think that's definitely doable. So I'm
Okay.
buying.
I'm buying that because even if he starts at game 8 with the weapons that we have, 2,500 is doable. Like if Michael Penix is healthy next year and he starts game 1 all the way through 17, my expectation is that he's going to throw for at least 3,600 yards. But 34 to 3,600. We will be a run-centric team, but even with that arm, with what we got, yeah, I think he'll throw for at least 36, 3,400 to 3,600 yards. So basically coming in at game 8, you should be able to do that, or game 9. So I'm definitely buying that. All right, guys, we got to shift gears here. Our next topic is one of contention with a lot of folks. So, of course, we had to throw it in here. And that is Matt Ryan and Michael Vick are both on the top 99 all-time quarterbacks list. But I think they came in a little lower than some folks expected. And I just wanted to discuss that with you guys and get your thoughts on it. So give me 1 sec here. Let me bring up the old screen and we can get into it, as they say. Let's see. Stop screen. And let's start it again. Share screen. Share screen. Entire screen. There we go. Share. Okay, so Matt Ryan comes in at number 41. Michael Vick comes in at number 52. So ahead of Michael Vick, you got Drew Bledsoe, Rich Gannon, Roman Gabriel, who played probably in the 50s or whatever. I don't know him. Daryl LaMonica, again, guys, I don't know. Boomer Esiason, Joe Theismann, Steve McNair, Phil Simms, Cam Newton. Let's stop right there. Now, let me tell you something. I love Cam. But in my mind's eye, there's no way Cam was better than Michael Vick. No way. No way. I will stand on that 10 toes down. No way. Eric, give me your thoughts on exactly where Michael Vick is, which is number 52. Give me your thoughts on that. Where would you put him on the all-time 99 best quarterbacks list?
Michael Vick is not going to be where anybody wants Michael Vick to be because Michael Vick didn't play as long as he should have played. If Michael Vick doesn't get in trouble, he's a lot higher on that list. People
That's a
look at
great
Michael
point.
Vick and we see the potential of Michael Vick and we see his athleticism. And absolutely, he should be a lot higher if that's what that list is based off. But obviously, it's not based off of athleticism or skill set because you got Drew Bledsoe over Michael Vick. So, and not to say that Drew Bledsoe was a terrible quarterback, but if you're going off athleticism, he's definitely nowhere near Michael Vick. So they're obviously basing this off of quarterback play on the field, and they must be using stats.
Yeah,
So
I don't think I like Joe Theismann. In no way do I think he did win a Super Bowl, but in no way do I think he was a better quarterback than Michael Vick. In no way do I think Phil Simms was a better quarterback than Mike. In no way.
no.
In no way do I think Cam Newton was. Cam Newton should be like, okay, no disrespect to Cam.
But then again, you got to look at the body of work that was there at the time that they had to play.
I get it.
That's why he's over.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Carrie, where are you with it? How are you feeling about this? Do you feel like Cam Newton, Phil Simms, and Joe Theismann were better than Michael Vick? Just give me your thoughts.
No, that's honestly, I don't think so. But I think Eric makes a great point. It's about like longevity, um, and durability. But
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know. Maybe I don't understand why they think that. Maybe Cam Newton better pocket passer. I don't know. Arguably,
I like Cam, but let me tell you something. In no
yes.
way, in no way was he in no way, and no disrespect to Cam. Cam was a hell of an athlete. Cam was a hell of a quarterback. I love Cam. I love Cam.
Oh, not I love Cam Newton.
Newton. And by the way, shout out to Uncle Steve and Lowe. I had a conversation with them today. I
Hmm.
love Lowe. I love Uncle Steve. But hell no. Cam Newton was not better than Michael Vick. Okay? I'm putting it out there. In no
Okay.
way, in New York, in no universe, was Cam better than Michael Vick. And no disrespect to him. Cam was a great quarterback. There were a lot of years I wish we had Cam, when Matt Ryan left. But I'm just saying, no. Let's see.
You wanted Cam after he was injured?
I'm saying in Terry World he would have been healthy. Okay, whatever. I'm just saying because he's from Georgia, right? He's from Georgia, so I always did imagine him coming back to play for the Falcons. I'm not saying I'm not a fan. He just wasn't better than Michael Vick.
Yeah, I was just asking because, I didn't want him after he was injured. I wanted him when he was first coming out the draft, but we had Matt then.
We had Matt. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's go on to Matt. And Auntie Pam says I'm mad Steve Bartkowski did not make that list. A lot of people agree with you, Auntie Pam.
Yeah.
A lot of people agree with you. So you got Matthew Thomas Ryan at number 41. Ken Anderson is listed better than him. Randall Cunningham, Sonny Jurgensen, Bobby Lane. I don't know Bobby Lane. Y.A. Tittle. I know him. He was a good one. Josh Allen. Okay. Bob Greasy, he was a good one. Joe Namath. Phillip Rivers. I do not think Phillip Rivers was a better quarterback than Matt Ryan. I just don't. Now, because I think Matt still has better passing numbers than, I don't.
Yeah, see, now that's what I was going to say. Now this list is going to be crazy because if you was going off of pure talent before, then no way Vic should be that low. And
Okay,
for you
who
to
made
pick
this
them
list?
quarterbacks you just named over Matt, then obviously you're going off talent and you're not using the stats then because Matt should be over them then.
Yes, definitely over Phillip Rivers.
Who made
Over
this
all of them.
list?
Everybody you
Seriously,
just named, Matt should be over all of them if you're going off stats.
Yeah,
that's
I don't.
crazy.
Yeah,
This list sucks. I'm sorry.
I don't.
It,
That
it,
was my
it,
thing.
it, it's somebody's feelings. They didn't use any real data to make this list. It's got to be just somebody. This is just somebody's opinion.
Right.
Yeah,
Phillip Rivers is not better than Matt Ryan. That's wild.
yeah. Yeah. So, well, okay, guys, just throwing it out there. Pandemic says Matt and Vic are right where they're supposed to be, mid-tier, typical disrespect as always for Atlanta. Carlos says Cam took Panthers to the Super Bowl with one loss, and that one loss was to our beloved Atlanta Falcons. I'm just throwing that out there. Craig says T. Will's Alabama bias is coming for Cam Newton. Let's see. Auntie Pam says,
I didn't even think of that.
Did Warren Moon make the list? I think he did. Let me see. That's a good question. You've got Eli Manning over Matt Ryan. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So you're not going off stats.
Who made
this?
You're
going off of somebody's feeling.
Does it say who made this? I'm sorry if you said that already.
You said what now?
Like, does it say like who wrote this or?
I don't know.
Sorry, I missed it.
It's Bleacher Report. It's a Bleacher Report list.
Wow.
Megan says Ryan and Rivers have similar stats, but Rivers has played 2.5 seasons more than Ryan for their stats to be similar. Yeah, Meg, but the issue, I think Matt right now is 9th all time. When he finished, he was 8th all time in passing. Matt had like 70. Matt has even now 10 more thousand passing yards than Phillip Rivers. So that's what I'm looking at. Like if we're talking about quarterbacks, let's look at the yards, and it's not even close. That's and they are similar, Meg. So I don't want you to think I'm coming down on you. I love the fact that you come in here every Monday, Meg. We love you. But just for me, Matt had at least 10 more thousand than Phillip Rivers.
And so, not just that, he will, but what about an MVP season?
Yes.
First team All-Pro selection?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I don't think Phillip Rivers ever appeared in a Super Bowl either.
I don't think he did either. You know, and not that Phillip Rivers isn't good. I'm not saying that. Phillip Rivers is great quarterback, but I and it may be a little bias on my part, but I don't know a whole lot of folks that finished 8th all-time in passing. I'll say that again. 8th, right? The 8th most passing yards in the history of ever. So for me, I think he'd be higher. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think if you put Matt like maybe 29th or whatever, I could take that. But some of the like Eli, I like Eli. I do. And Eli got him 2 Super Bowls, but in no universe is Eli better than Matt Ryan. In no universe. Ever. Not even Thanos would say that Eli is better than Matt Ryan. I'm just saying. Okay. Shout out to the Avengers. All right. So let's see. Yes, Megan, and I agree with you. She says, in my opinion, Ryan is much better than Rivers, and I agree with you 100%.
I agree with you, Megan.
Guys, we're going to go to the Jeopardy round of the show, and I tried to work on some questions that were better because somebody told me I had some easy questions. It's not the word that they use, but they said my questions were too easy. So
really? Oh, wow.
That's what they say. So remember, in Jeopardy, you have to answer in the form of a question. The first question is for Carrie and the chat. Okay. Carrie, here's the clue. He was the Falcons. Oh, this one's easy. He was the Falcons general manager during the 2016 Super Bowl run and oversaw the drafts of Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, and Deion Jones.
Who is Thomas Dimitroff?
Very good. Who is Thomas Dimitroff? Very good. All right. Now, Brother Eric, you ready?
What's going to ask me, like, what color of shoestring did Mike Smith wear?
Here we go. I knew he was going to say something like that. Whatever, big head. Here's a clue, Eric. This former Falcon running back holds the franchise record for most rushing touchdowns in a single season.
Michael Turner. Who was Michael Turner?
Yes, very good. Very good. All right. Going well so far. Carrie, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Here's a clue. Before Kyle Pitts, this was the last tight end drafted by the Falcons in the first round. And chat, you guys can chip in too. Before Kyle Pitts, This was the last tight end drafted by the Falcons in the first round.
I do not know.
All right. Got to throw a
I need
lifeline.
help.
Eric, can you help her out?
Help me out,
It
Eric.
was Algie Crumple.
No. Good guess, but no.
He came to my mind too, but I'm like, I don't think he was. It was first. It has to be first round. You said someone in first round.
Yep. Drafted in the first
See,
round.
I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. Think the 80s. Think the 80s.
Who was OJ Santiago?
No.
We didn't draft him.
We didn't draft him in the 80s. Correct. Chat, before I release the answer, anybody got a guess? Anybody want to guess?
Come on, Chris A1 forever.
Going twice. I'll ask the question again. Jeopardy round. Before Kyle Pitts, this was the last tight end drafted by the Falcons in the first round. Another hit. He was drafted in the 80s. Who is Junior Miller? Who is Junior
Somebody
Miller?
got it in the chat? Or you just
No, nobody got it.
Oh, dang.
Nobody got it. Nobody got it.
I feel better.
All right. Last question. You guys ready?
Ready.
All right. This former defensive lineman recorded 15 and a half sacks in a single season, the most in franchise history.
It was John Abraham.
Yes, correct. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
You said what now? What'd you say?
Right.
Should be in the Hall of Fame.
He should be. He should be. He should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, guys, that's pretty much all that I had and we had. Yeah, I see that Jay Black and Chris dropped it in there. But hey, man, final thoughts, Eric. Final thoughts. Anything sticking? Anything you want to say regarding our Falcons today? Give me your thoughts.
I'm waiting on the next thing to come out. What's next? The combine?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Waiting on the combine.
Yeah, it starts this week, so that's exciting.
Okay. Carrie, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts is thank you for having me. This has been fun. Thank you to everyone in the chat for joining us. Remember, as long as you're not a creeper, you can reach out. I'd rather you reach out. I mean, even if you're a creeper, just if I kind of now I feel bad to even put that disclaimer because then what if they're a creeper? They don't want to die, but they want somebody to talk to.
How about hit me up? The dudes, if a guy needs to talk, hit me up. I'll talk to the guys that need to talk. If the females need to talk, hit up Carrie.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you just meant if you're a creeper. I was gonna say, yeah, if you're a creeper,
that'll narrow it down so you won't have people pretending not to be a creeper.
What if it's a female that's a creeper though, Eric?
Then she should talk to Carrie.
But she's still a creeper.
She's not gonna creep and talk to Carrie.
You don't know that. I'm just saying. And I'm just kidding. All right. Carrie, give us your final thoughts. Anything?
Yeah, but I'm just so happy to be back.
Okay.
It's been sad without talking Falcons, so happy to be back and excited for the combine and really excited for this off season. See, what our Falcons do.
Well, we have definitely missed you, and we're glad to have you back. And your name is a part of the show, so hey, you don't have to thank us for being here.
I'm so glad it's still there. I was worried we'll come back against Terry and Eric's show.
Carrie is not replaceable.
I love Miss Carrie. I love it.
Thank you.
All right. Let me see. Jack says, wait, Carrie didn't crack a joke about me today? She is definitely feeling better again. Laugh out loud. Well, Jack, there's still time. There's still time. Yeah, don't worry.
Take it easy. First day back.
Okay. Craig says the Falcons.
Oh, sorry.
What do you say, Carrie? No, go ahead.
Or like my guy Kodak Black says, first day out. So
I got it.
I'm gonna take it easy.
I hear you. We can get him next week. You know what I mean? You can get him next week. It's all good. Craig says the Falcons are holding a car wash a thon for Jack so they can help his homelessness. Damn. Craig says disclaimer: Jack will be washing the cars. What's up? Jack says, Craig, you must be on break. Don't forget the Falcons get a B on cleanliness from the locker room. Tighten up, man. Megan says, do you all think the Falcons will be interested in acquiring Denzel Ward? I don't know. Carrie, Eric, what do you guys think?
Don't know.
Well,
sorry, what was the question?
Do you think the Falcons will be interested in acquiring Denzel Ward?
I mean, shoot. I would love it. A veteran would. I mean, he gets plenty of interceptions. I would love it, but my thing is like Mike Hughes is not. He's still alive, right? So I don't know. Like he's still
he's still alive, right?
No, because I
he said he's still alive, right? I mean,
about that.
So much going on nowadays. Is Mike still alive? Can somebody check on Mike? Okay,
Mike
all right.
is still alive, okay? And I'm not saying this to Megan. I've just seen a lot of people like talk about replacing him, like with the new starter. And I mean, I don't know. He was hurt part of last season, and I don't think he's. I definitely think we could upgrade right at that spot, but I don't know if that's gonna be the pressing need, because I believe you're gonna have to trade for him, right? He's not a free agent. You gotta trade for him.
So he signed a 5-year, $100.5 million contract extension in April of 2022. It expires 2027.
So you got to trade for him.
Yeah, no, I don't see that.
I would love to have him, but I just don't think we're going to trade for him. I think if anything, we're going to be looking to not necessarily trade players, but like Ian Cunningham said, we're trying to add picks. He's trying to do what he did in Chicago his first year and go from 5 picks to 10. So I personally don't see us trading really like any player, like for any players, just because of the lack of picks that we currently have. But I could be wrong. I would love to have him, though, personally, Megan.
Okay, that is fair. Well, hey, to everyone who joined us, we appreciate you guys. We thank you so much. You could have been anywhere in the world doing anything you wanted to do, and you decided to spend some time with us. So we definitely appreciate that. Shout outs. Eric, tell these folks where they can find you if you want to.
You can find me here every Monday at 6:30 or whenever. And you can find me as whenever football season starts. You can find me at training camp and in the bins too.
Yep. Okie doke. Miss Carrie. Shout outs. Where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find. You cannot find me anywhere. Personally, I don't
what if she was like, you can't find me anywhere, creepers? How about that?
Right. I don't want you to find me personally. You can only find me on YouTube. That's it.
No, creepers, you can't find me. You can't. I take it back. You can't find me. Find Eric.
Somebody nice like Megan, you could find me like on Twitter. And if you're not a creeper, you're welcome to send me a message to talk, especially if you need someone to speak to and you feel like very alone. I'm happy to talk to you. But other than that, you can find me on One Time for the Fan whenever Jack is not busy taking care of Lowe's roof and yard. We are available on One Time for the Fan. We were, I was sick all last week. I don't know what his excuse was. I guess business with that roof and car detailing, his business is booming. So he missed all of last week on One Time for the Fan. But yeah. Well, now that I'm back, we're gonna be back. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. So don't make sure you join us for that show as well. Thank you, everyone.
And can they find you on this show as well?
Yes, of course. You can find me here Monday nights at 6 Well, today is 6:30. I don't know, so I'm not gonna say a time. Just find us Mondays on this
Yeah.
channel for my ATL Sports One on YouTube and probably every other platform, and also for my ATL Movies One, for my ATL Drive Through One. Thank you.
You know, it's funny. My wife and my wife and my middle daughter Maya have been pushing the whole restaurant thing. Like we were watching some restaurant with her, and I was like, guys, I do not have the love. I don't love that enough to do it. And my daughter, without fail, was like, "But Dad, you love food."
Exactly.
Dad,
I
you
think
love
you'd be
food.
great at it.
Yeah, no, no, I'm not patient. When it comes that I'm not like I can't see it, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Well, hey,
This
to
is
everybody
for my ATL beard. Oh, never mind.
see you too much right now, man. You know what? I pray that I'm there for the day that you mess up your beer, because I want you to know, Eric, I'm going to remember this day. Okay, I'm going to roast the hell out of you, sir. Although I got to be honest, you really have been taking it easier because you've only thrown about 3 or 4. Like knowing you, like if you really wanted to go in, it'd have been all day. So I kind of have to thank you for that, but I still got to get you back just a little bit. So just know. But either way, hey Eric,
It's
thank
not
you.
gonna happen. I could cut my beard off, and you still won't win that roast.
There's only one way to find out, man.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out. I mean, you could do it, and we could roast each other. You know what I mean? I think the chat would be here for it. You could do it. You could do it.
You're not gonna talk me into looking like you.
What'd you say? Get behind me, devil. I rebuke you. Okay. Anyway, hey, Eric, Jack, thank you for getting my start in this business, man. Wouldn't be here without y'all. Eric and Carrie, thank you for joining me as a part of the triumvirate, the Terry, Carrie, and Eric show. We appreciate you guys. I love podcasting with you guys. Thank you so much. Thank God for waking me up this morning. Just thank God in general. And again, guys, if you're hurting, if something's going on, just find somebody to talk to. Talk to a friend, talk to a counselor, talk to a therapist, talk to somebody. Nothing is worth taking your own life. Again, we pray for Rondell's family. Also, please keep Miss Pam in your prayers as she does have stage 4 cancer. And last time I talked to her, it was spreading. She's really going through it. So if you guys can, please keep her in your prayers, as we want to keep her here for as long as humanly possible. I am T. Will. You can find me at For My ATL Sports 1. If you love the ATL Sports, if you love the movies and TV, you can check out your boy at For My ATL Movies 1. And of course, if you want to email me about something I did, something you liked, something you didn't like, I'll answer, man. Either way, you can email me at, what is my email address? It's bad that I don't know my own damn email address. That is so sad. But don't worry, because I'm going to bring it up for you because I have it here somewhere. That is so sad. Where's it? Okay, here it is. It's formyatlcontact@gmail.com. The number 4myatlcontact@gmail.com. Just email me and let me know. Give me your thoughts on the show, something you liked, something you didn't like, an idea that you have for an upcoming show. Either way, I'll listen and I will respond. And yeah, guys, thanks for joining. Go Falcons. You guys have an amazing day. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
ATL. Through the highs and the heartbreaks, we still stand. Dirty birds forever. Let's get it. Year after year, we've been riding through the storm. Red and black in my veins, that loyalty was swung. We don't fold, we don't run, even when the pain hits. Cause every loss just reminds us what greatness is. We show up cold nights or the Georgia sun. Cause every Sunday we believe that our time gon' come. We ain't perfect, but we faithful and we never switch. We the city of the A, yeah, we built for this. We don't need pretty words, just hard on the field we deserve. Put the work in, earn that glory. Bring our city back to the story. We'll ride till the wheels fall off. We ain't never gonna break. Win or lose, we stand tall. 48, you can doubt us, talk loud, but we still hold steady. Cause we here and we faithful and we always ready. It's the dirty, prove the dirty. If you bout it, then prove it. the dirty. We'll believe when you're fighting for the city.